Did you know that ancient Egyptian pharaohs used to have harems of both male and female lovers? So let's talk about one of the most powerful and wealthy men in history and his many, many lovers. Welcome to my channel. Today we will be discussing King Khufu's lovers. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. King Khufu needs no introduction, as he is probably the most famous Egyptian ruler. He was the second king of the 4th dynasty and the 3rd pharaoh of Egypt after King Djoser and King Sneferu. He ruled over Egypt from 2580 BC to 2560 BC. His reign lasted for approximately 27 years, making him one of the longest reigning pharaohs in Egyptian history. King Khufu was the son of King Sneferu and Queen Hetepheres. During his reign, Egypt enjoyed an era of peace and prosperity. However, King Khufu is best remembered for his massive pyramid, which stands as a testament to his wealth and power even today. It is the oldest of the 3 pyramids at Giza, and the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world to have survived to the present day. The sheer scale of the structure is truly impressive. Standing 146 meters tall, with a base covering over 5 acres, it is a testament to the engineering skills of the ancient Egyptians. What made the construction of such a massive structure possible was the massive labor force, which is estimated to have been around 20,000 workers. And what do you think they were paid? Well, not much, but that's beside the point. The construction of the Great Pyramid took an estimated 27 years to complete, which means that King Khufu probably didn't see its completion. However, the exact date of his death is still unknown, and there are various theories surrounding it. Some believe that he died in 2560 BC, while others suggest that he may have lived longer. The circumstances surrounding his death remain a mystery, adding to the enigma that surrounds this powerful pharaoh. Despite the uncertainty surrounding his death, King Khufu's legacy lives on through his impressive pyramid and the many stories that have been passed down through the ages. But the question is, what other things did King Khufu enjoy in his life? Well, according to historical records, he loved 2 things: food and women. We all know about his love for food, thanks to the famous scene in the movie The Mummy Returns, where he feasts on delicacies from around the world. But what about his love for women? Historical records tell us that King Khufu had several wives and concubines during his lifetime. One of his most notable wives was Queen Hetepheres II, who was the daughter of Pharaoh Sneferu and the first wife of Khufu. Their relationship was considered an example of true love, and the two were said to be deeply devoted to each other. After Queen Hetepheres II died, King Khufu married his daughter-in-law, Queen Meresank III, who was the widow of his deceased son. This marriage was seen as a way to keep the family's bloodline pure. In addition to these marriages, King Khufu also had several concubines, both male and female. Concubines were typically women, or in this case men, who lived in the royal court and had children with the pharaoh, but they were not considered to be the pharaoh's wife. Men serving as concubines to the king were usually given titles such as Chief of the Royal Servants, which helped them gain social status and influence within the kingdom. For example, King Khufu had a male concubine named Khnumhotep, who was granted the title of Chief of the Royal Servants and was given the right to wear the emblem of the pharaoh on his clothes. Another male concubine, named Ptahhotep, served as a musician in the royal court and was also granted the title of Chief of the Royal Servants. While the number of King Khufu's concubines is not known for sure, historians estimate that he had at least 5 during his lifetime. One of them was a woman named Meritra, who was the daughter of a royal official named Nemuias. Meritra bore King Khufu a son, Prince Kawab, and she was granted the title of Great of Praises, his beloved. Another concubine was a woman named Baka, who was the daughter of a pharaoh's servant. Baka had a son with King Khufu named Prince Nefermare. She was granted the title of his beloved, daughter of the king, and was allowed to wear the emblem of the pharaoh on her clothes. A third concubine was a woman named Itet, who was the daughter of a scribe. Itet had a son with King Khufu named Prince Neferefre. She was granted the title of his beloved and was allowed to live in the royal palace. The fourth concubine was a woman named Nimerit, who was the daughter of a priest. Nimerit had a son with King Khufu named Prince Sutech. She was granted the title of his beloved and was allowed to wear the emblem of the pharaoh on her clothes. Finally, the fifth concubine was a woman named Nefermat, who was the daughter of a royal official named Gemui. Nefermat had a son with King Khufu named Prince Sahura. She was granted the title of Great of Praises, his beloved, and was allowed to live in the royal palace. It's important to note that the exact timeline of these relationships is not known, and there is some debate among historians. Some believe that King Khufu had multiple concubines at the same time, and that they bore him children during different years of his reign. Others argue that the historical records are incomplete, and that the true number of King Khufu's concubines may never be known. However, one thing is for sure: King Khufu's love for women, both male and female, was a significant part of his life, and his many relationships had a lasting impact on the royal court and the kingdom as a whole. And it's not just the historical records that provide insights into King Khufu's personal life. The discovery of his pyramid has also shed light on his lavish lifestyle and his obsession with food and drink. Archaeologists found that the pyramid contained a vast array of goods, including food and drink offerings that were intended to sustain King Khufu in the afterlife. These offerings provide a glimpse into the opulence of the royal court and the lengths to which King Khufu was willing to go to ensure his own comfort. The archaeological record indicates that King Khufu kept a large stable of both male and female lovers throughout his reign. The tombs of some of these individuals have been discovered, and they offer valuable insights into their relationships with the king. For example, the tomb of Queen Hetepheres II, King Khufu's first wife, was excavated in the early 20th century. The discovery of her tomb revealed a treasure trove of artifacts, including a granite sarcophagus and a burial mask made of pure gold. The sheer opulence of her burial suggests the depth of her relationship with King Khufu and the importance she held in his life. In addition to the queen, archaeologists have also uncovered the tombs of several high-ranking officials who served as both male and female concubines to King Khufu. The tombs of Ptah-hotep and Khnum-hotep are particularly noteworthy as they provide valuable insights into the nature of these relationships. Ptah-hotep's tomb, which dates back to the 26th century BC, contains a number of reliefs depicting him performing various tasks for the king, including playing the harp and offering incense. These reliefs provide a glimpse into the role that music played in the royal court and the important position that Ptah-hotep held in King Khufu's inner circle. Similarly, Khnum-hotep's tomb contains a number of reliefs depicting him with the king's family, including his wife and children. These reliefs suggest that Khnum-hotep had a close relationship with the king and his family, and that he was more than just a simple concubine. Instead, he appears to have been a trusted advisor and confidant to the pharaoh. Together, the tombs of these individuals paint a fascinating picture of the relationships between King Khufu and the members of his royal court. They offer a rare glimpse into the personal lives of the Egyptian elite and the important role that sex played in the royal court. While there is still much that we do not know about the private lives of the Egyptian pharaohs, the discovery of these tombs and other archaeological evidence has shed new light on the complex relationships that existed in the royal court and the nature of King Khufu's obsession with food and women. As Egyptologists continue to uncover new artifacts and learn more about the daily lives of the ancient Egyptians, we can expect to learn even more about the fascinating world of King Khufu and his many lovers. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.